then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Warning: Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know,
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
So we're starting to see more activity in the miners and the junior gold miners as they sort of jockey for position, and investors continue to look at gold as a safe haven asset.
what a joke, what a laugh that is. They're a little late. We've been in gold since the latter part of 2016, 2017. Gold started to rally. See, gold is a great indicator. Gold tells you when the economy is in deep trouble. And that's why the Federal Reserve hates gold. One, they can't print it. Two, they can't control it. They try every time it rallies to pressure it downwards. They cut deals with countries to come in and buy gold and dump it. They do anything they can to make sure gold doesn't rally because it's a tell-all. Now, if you recall, we had off the bottom of the lows in March, a rally. The market rallied 50%. 50%. But they didn't call it the stock market. They called it the economy. The economy. It was going gangbusters. Rocket ship. Of course, that wasn't the truth because that wasn't the economy, it's the stock market. But as we rallied, our stocks rallied 50%, the economy decelerated 40%. But nobody paid attention to it. And nobody paid attention to gold. Gold tells you there is a problem. But when the fake business news networks, the Fox businesses, the Bloombergs, all the rest of them, CNBC, when they sit there and just every day mislead you and convince you that the economy is the stock market, everybody just, okay. And they convince you that gold, okay, has nothing to do with anything. Maybe people buy gold so they can make jewelry. Gold is a terrific indicator. And when we heard on, was it last week, when Putin came out and said, okay, I found the vaccine, gold dropped. It didn't collapse, it didn't crash. Off the bottom, off the March lows, we had, as I said, a rally of about 15% or 20%, and it pulled back about 6%. And the fake business news network came out and said, that's it for gold. All the gold bugs, you're dead, it's over, gold's over. And I said, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We have the great American bubble. We have the great American debt bubble, and you're telling me gold is not going to continue to rally? Gold always rallies when there is debt. And we have $55 trillion in debt, including the $26 trillion national debt. The 26 to 55 trillion, what is the difference? That's your corporate debt, that's your household debt, all the other debts. So now, all of a sudden, they turn around because Buffett comes in and starts buying mining stocks. Now they're all back onto gold again. Hell, we're already up. We've been in gold so long, one of our mining stocks is up 108%. One of our gold stocks up 31%. Another mining stock's up 82%. But now everybody's jumping into gold now. They're all going to start jumping into gold now because Buffett bought some gold and he got rid of banks. You know why he's getting rid of banks? Because the economy is weak. Banks don't make money. First of all, when interest rates are at zero, for the last 19 years, for heaven's sakes, you can't make money if the interest rates are at zero. The banks. That's why he's getting rid of his banks. And of course, he's smart enough to buy gold, knowing that's the only place you got to go to. That's what's left is gold. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So now you hear them, a whole new story.
So we're starting to see more activity in the miners and the junior gold.
But just starting to see the activity, what's wrong with you? We started to see the activity going all the way back to 2016. It's unreal. So now people are starting to buy gold again. All right, but you got to make sure when you're buying gold, you got to know when to buy it, when to take profits, when to add to it. You just don't go in and buy it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So remember, before the COVID-19, before we had that mess, gold was already rallying. And again, because we were accumulating debt, big debt. 19 years and 3 presidents, Bush, Obama, and Trump. They ran up our debt, and think of it, in 19 years, $20 trillion. $20 trillion compared to the other 42 presidents who took 211 years to increase it $6 trillion. So to put the $55 trillion into perspective, from the time you go to bed, when our feet hit the bedroom floor in the morning, the national debt will increase by another $1.5 trillion when you awake. That's a rate of $62 million an hour. That's how much our debt is going up. And you're telling me last week gold, it was over? Not when you have the great American debt, the biggest debt bubble we ever had. Printing too much money. And think what they do. They keep printing and printing and printing. Why? Because when you have massive debt, they want to make sure interest rates are down low. See, the biggest mistake they made going all the way back to 2001, starting with the end of the dot crash, they should allow the economy go into a recession. We always used to go into recessions. Recessions are part of our normal economic cycle in a capitalist society. It's normal to go into recessions. Because when you go into a recession, sure, it's painful. Sure, you endure hardships. But the pain is short-lived, 8 months, 12 months. But it's just a necessary evil. Because it forces attitude changes. Not only with the people, but with government. They have to clean up their debt. They have to become frugal. They have to get rid of that debt. Recessions were a good thing, but painful. But that's what the mechanism they used to use all these years until the dot-com. When once that dot-com crash hit and Baby Bush takes over, and he took over from Clinton, instead of going into recession, what does he do? He borrows more money, starts printing money. He starts printing money to mask that debt. He prints money and prints money so that he could mask that debt. And he kept taking that money and buying those bonds and keep buying bonds to bring interest rates down so he could take that debt and make sure it was a low interest rate on that debt. Don't fix the debt. No, you don't want to fix the debt. Keep the debt, but we'll keep printing money and we'll keep lowering the rate of interest. But boy, we'll keep that debt. We don't want to tell anybody about this debt. More when I get back and what you should do.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, people have no clue what's coming. They have no clue. Because first of all, they don't understand the market. They don't even understand the economy. They don't even understand profits. They just follow like cattle, like sheep. These people on Wall Street, the fake business news people, they just follow them. You know what's really interesting, when I play this cut here, every time your stock starts to go down and the market starts to correct, what do? You go call your broker. What's your broker say?
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day. Have a good, sound plan so you can go on and enjoy life.
Because what they're doing is they're not telling you, hey, it's going to be okay. because we're going to get this market to go back up. We're going to rig it to go back up. If you go back to 9/11, before 9/11, everybody, all the economies, when we got into a problem with our economy, when our economy wasn't growing anymore and our debt was increasing faster than our economy was growing, we allowed the economy to go into a recession. By allowing the economy to go into a recession, we made sure we weren't rewarding the bad players. We weren't rewarding the bad companies. And what would happen is, this before discount brokers, you would go in and you would identify these companies that were great companies, but they had lousy management. And you'd go in and you start buying those companies. You start looking for the value. And you hold on to those companies because you know they're going to switch management. And you hold on to that company for 5, 10 years and you make a lot of money. That's the way it used to be. But what they did after 9/11, everything changed. Because remember, everything changed before that. We went from a manufacturing-based economy to a financial-based economy. This one, everything started to get crooked. So when 9/11 happened, instead of going into the recession, they said, no, let's not do that. Let's print money and we'll buy treasuries. This is the key. He says, go on with your life, because know what he knows that you don't know? The Federal Reserve is going to print money, and they're going to keep printing that money, and they're going to buy treasuries and make sure interest rates go down. And as long as there's a lot of debt, they don't care. Because you know what happened? Because the presidents at this time and the guys on Wall Street, they never wanted a recession to happen. They didn't want a retracement in the stock price. See, recessions are terrific because recessions do a great service because they take and reset everything that's overpriced. Our stock prices right now, okay, they're overpriced by about 140%. The car industry right now, used cars are dead. New cars are dead. Nobody's buying new cars. They're all buying used cars. So used cars, you're paying $6,000 more for a used car now than you did, let's say, 5 months ago. Here's the problem. That's why you need a recession, to correct that, to reset those prices. So you got to reset prices. When they keep dropping interest rates, that creates inflation. Prices inflate. People start buying stuff. And when prices keep inflating, that includes the stock price. Stock prices are going up beyond what they should be. So 9/11 happens. They decide, no, this time we're not going to do what we always do, go into a recession, and we get rid of all the bad players, get rid of the weak companies, and not only will individuals tighten their belt and straighten out their debt, and become realistic, the government's going to have to do the same thing. Tighten their belt, get rid of their debt, be better managers. Then came, after 9/11, came the dot-com crash. Dot-com crash, thought you were going to go into recession. No, don't do that. But wait a minute, we got all this debt. Now we're going to add on all this dot-com debt? We'll keep holding the debt. Yeah, let's keep holding the debt. We'll add the 9/11 debt with the dot-com crash debt and just hold that debt. But what we'll do is let's print money because we don't have gold anymore. We don't need to have gold. It used to be you had to have $1 gold for each an ounce of gold for every dollar you printed. So now they said, no, let's keep moving. Let's keep the debt going. We don't want to correct the stock prices. So they didn't correct the stock prices or any prices of anything after 9/11 and after the dot-com crash. So then what did he do? President Bush turns around and says, let's create another bubble. Let's create a bubble. What we'll do is go out and print money, keep buying more and more treasuries. Let's keep buying all these treasuries, many treasuries we can, so we keep dropping the interest rates. But we'll keep the debt that we had from 9/11. We'll keep the debt we had from the dot-com. Won't get rid of that. And now let's do the same thing here. We're going to create massive debt, bring interest rates down so low, and give people easy credit, and we'll we'll make a bubble. We had the dot-com bubble. Now we'll create another bubble, the housing bubble. So with low prices, demand comes in, inflation goes up. And as inflation keeps going up, the dollar keeps getting weak, and gold starts going up. But they don't want to tell you about gold. Oh no, because that's a bad thing. You can't print gold. The Federal Reserve can't print gold. They can't make money on gold. They make money on the dollar. So as soon as we finish with the dot-com crash, then we had the housing crash. Now we had billions and billions of debt with the housing crash. Oh no, let's not go into a recession. Let's reward all these people. So we've been rewarding bad companies from 9/11, rewarded bad companies. .com. We didn't get rid of those bad companies. See, recessions, you get rid of the bad companies. And then once you get rid of the bad companies, then you take those assets and your money and you reward the good companies, especially the startup businesses, which creates 80% of our economy. And you also reward the good companies who are struggling and do a good job, and you fund them. But no. Don't fund the startups. Push them aside. Let's keep funding the ones that are failing. Because, God darn, the last thing we want to do is to reset the stock prices. And that's what they did. So they did that with the 9/11 dot-com housing crash. All this debt keeps accumulating. You want to know, you think gold's going to go down? More when I come back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you when to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership. Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back. Remember, join my gang. It's free for 10 days and get my membership and the free color-coded chart, which we show you how to use, which identifies when to buy, when to sell, and when to run like hell, and make money when the market crashes. I'm doing a special edition today to try to convince you that the market is going to crash. I was disgusted to hear the fake business news network tell us the other day when Putin came out and said he found the vaccine and gold sell off. And when it sold off, we were told by fake business news networks that, oh, gold's never going to come back again. No more. Gold's over. It's done for gold. It's going to go down, which is a bold-faced lie. Bold-faced lie, because gold always goes up when there's debt. And what nobody understands, and we're never being told the truth, just like 9/11. Remember after 9/11, the amount of money we needed to print, the amount of debt this country went into after 9/11. And then we started dot-com. And look at the money that the companies, the corporations borrowed for the dot-com, speculate on dot-coms. And when they speculated on those dot-coms and we had the dot-com crash, instead of going into recession to wipe out that debt, will hurt a while. It'll be painful, but we'll clean our balance sheets up and we'll come out even stronger. Instead of doing that, there's a new era was going on. Because remember, we switched our economy from a manufacturing economy to a finance economy. Remember, that happened. So they don't want to. Wall Street, our owners, the very wealthy, they don't want a reset. When you go into a recession, not only do you get rid of your debt, you also reset all the prices that are overblown. Because remember, when you print money and you buy treasuries to carry that debt, and you keep buying those treasuries, keep lowering the interest rates, that debt is still there. All you're doing is trying to carry it. You're just trying to lower interest rates to carry it. But that debt never goes away. It's still there. So after the dot-com, now they decided to do the housing con. You know how many billions and billions and billions of dollars we printed and we gave to people to buy houses and pick their own payments, and then that blew up. So we accumulated debt from 9/11. We didn't get rid of that debt. We didn't get rid of the debt from the dot-coms, and now we didn't get rid of the debt for the housing and finance crash. We accumulated all that debt. Why do you think it took 211 years and 41 presidents to accumulate $6 trillion? It only took 3 presidents in 19 years to accumulate $20 trillion. Because what I just explained. Because they decided that we went from a manufacturing-based economy to a financial economy. Nobody wanted to give up the price of their stocks. They're making money in stocks. Even though they're all overpriced, they said, well, that's okay. As long as we can keep printing money, and keep buying treasuries so we keep dropping interest rates, we can carry all that debt. That's what they've been doing. And who does that screw? Main Street. Because all the bad players, all the bad companies are being rewarded. You're being rewarded to be a bad company. It used to be, with a recession, those bad companies would be gone, disappear. And the companies that remained, you reward them, took care of them. And we always got rid of our debt. But they never explained that to anybody. The fake business news network. So now you got the accumulation of debt of 9/11, you got the accumulation of debt of the dot-com, and got the accumulation debt of the housing con. So Obama comes in, and remember this, he's the one that came in after the housing con, and he started the QE con, and our debt was massive. Remember, 211 years, 41 presidents, 42 presidents it took to accumulate $6 trillion. Starting in 2001, with 3 presidents, we added another $20 trillion. And when you have debt, you can't grow, and that's why our economy is not growing. So what do? They turn around and tell you the stock market is the economy. So what they do is they keep borrowing money, printing money. Now they give it to the CEOs. They don't take the money and put it into new business equipment so that increase productivity, so you get a raise, so your lifestyle increases. No, they print money and they give it to the CEOs and tell them to buy their own stock. Now, how do they get away with that? Because people don't know the difference between profits and earnings. They have no idea what any of that means. Remember, the CEOs, it's up to the CEOs to make sure in their management team, top-line sales. That's the blood and the heart. You got to sell stuff. Top-line sales. And their job is to manage that income statement. Manage gross profits, managing operating profits, managing net profits, which if you have good gross profits, operating profits, net profits, that increases earnings. And when you have increased earnings and they go up, that means your stock price goes up. All responsibility of management. The higher the earnings from good management, managing their profits, the higher the earnings, the higher the stock price. Well, they decided after the dot-com crash, after the housing crash, and Obama comes in with the QE, and that's what we're involved with now, they decided, look, companies don't need to have profits anymore. Here's what we'll do. We're going to keep all that debt so we keep stock prices going up and up and up, but we don't care anymore about profits. We'll give the money to the CEOs. Bring interest rates to zero. Don't have them put their money back in a company. We don't need profits. All they got to do is take that money and they buy their own shares, company shares, and that pushes the stock price up. They don't have to manage profits to increase earnings in order for the stock price to go up. We can bypass that. We can bypass not having sales, top-line sales. We can bypass not having gross profits, operating profits, net profits. We can just increase our earnings by simply cheating. Prosperity. It's just simple prosperity without profits. This is what they've been doing. So now all of a sudden our debt went from $6 trillion to $26 trillion. But on top of that, because of all the debt accumulation, nobody wanted to go to recession. Our debt now is up to $55 trillion. And you think gold is going to go down? What are you, nuts? Why do you think Warren Buffett switched from the banks to gold? Because he knows the banks are going to collapse just like the last time. Because the banks can't make money. When you keeping interest rates at zero, how do they make money at interest rates at zero? And that's what they've been doing. He's smart. He knows. Why do you think I had my gang members buying gold going back to late 2016, 2007? We've been buying gold every time we could find a good trend. We'd buy gold. And that's why you should join my gang and know when to buy gold, but when to get out of the gold. You got all kinds of people now jumping in because Warren Buffett bought gold. Well, where the hell was Warren Buffett in 2016, 2017 when we were buying gold and I was telling you to buy it? Because everything I just explained. Just think about it. When you get to a point where the fake business news networks, I don't care if it's Bloomberg, I don't care if it's CNBC, I don't care if Fox Business, when they're trying to convince you the stock market's the economy, because what they can do, they now know they can push stock prices up without profits first and earnings. They don't have to increase earnings. Before, remember what CEOs did? CEOs just take all their money, plow it back into the company to get new machinery, new equipment, so their people would be productive. And if their people was productive and they're making more profits and more earnings, the people would do well. The economy would grow. The company would grow. Now the only people that are growing are the top 1 percentile and the 1/100th of 1 percentile. All the money's going into their pocket. And we got this vacuum, and you don't think this market's going to crash? Join my gang. So when it does, you'll be making money on the way down.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So I want you to think about this. If you think the market's going to crash, just think about this. When we switched, remember, we were a heavy manufacturing. We were the world's best because we had unions forcing the CEOs of companies, plowed the money back into the company, buy the workers new equipment so they could produce, instead of 1 chair an hour, 20 chairs an hour, which made the company profitable. Keep on printing and printing money to make company profitable. Put the money into the company. If you want to print money and borrow money, fine, but put it into new equipment, new machinery. At least by putting it in new equipment, new machinery called CapEx or business investment, that means instead of 10 chairs, 1 chair an hour, you're going to build 10 chairs an hour. So that makes sense. At least if you're borrowing money, you're putting it into production. But what they've been doing is borrowing money to hold on to the debt because they're afraid to go into recession where the debt would be cut, which means the inflated stock prices would be cut, and our owners, the 1/100th of 1 percentile and the top 1 percentile, now control the economy. They control you, they control me, they control everybody because we don't manufacture anymore. There's no more unions anymore. So their goal is one thing: get rich themselves, never go into a recession, never reset the overpricing. Because remember, the more you borrow money and the more you drop interest rates low, the more inflation, because people want to buy things. When interest rates are zero, look at cars. How many people are buying cars, used cars? Because they can buy cars with no down payment, interest rates near zero. That causes inflation, prices to go up and up and up. So people accumulate more debt in debt. So we have accumulation of debt besides the government debt of $26 trillion. We got $55 trillion combined with household debt, corporate debt, and we haven't gotten rid of the debt. Now do you understand why this market's going to crash? How long can we keep, well, you want to go from 55 trillion to another 80 trillion, 90 trillion? So all we do is keep printing and printing and printing and keep buying more treasuries? Have you looked at the treasury yields? Most people don't even know what a treasury yield is. Most people don't know the difference between gross profit, operating profit, net profits, and earnings. They have no idea how a company works. It's not their fault. They don't want you to know. If you knew, you'd be out there in Washington, you'd be stampeding. You'd be rioting. Say, what the hell are you doing? Why do you, every time, you keep printing money to lower interest rates, but you never bring the debt down? So 19 years later, here we are. massive, 55 trillion in debt. And Warren Buffett is buying mining stocks and getting rid of banks, which I've been doing that for 2 years now. Ask my members. Join my gang. It's free for 10 days, for heaven's sakes. 85% of you are never going to know when to get out of this market. You're going to believe everything you hear. Listen to these jokers. Listen to these jokers. Listen to this garbage.
We've got the election and we've got a vaccine coming, but the timing isn't definite yet. So I think that emotion could come in and could create bumpiness and rockiness. Within that, I think we're still upward trending, but that's long term for me. It's not unique. I think we're upward trending forever.
We're upward trending forever. You know what that's called? Climbing the wall of worry. What does that mean? What this moron is saying, look, as long as we keep holding our debt and never reducing it, we, the top 1 percentile, will get richer and richer because stock prices will keep going up. Not because the company is profitable, not that they're selling more, because you don't need sales anymore, you don't need profits anymore, you don't need earnings anymore. What you do to replace the real earnings with fake earnings, you go in and print money, take that money, drop interest rates to zero, then borrow the money at zero rates and buy your own shares. And the stock price goes up, but your stock price goes up and your earnings go up, but it's all fake. So yes, there's going to be a crash. There's no question. And you want to make sure you're in a position for that crash. In the meantime, like she says, the market's going to keep trending up, she thinks, forever. What she's saying is, as long as they keep printing money and keep going and make sure interest rates are near zero, we can keep pushing this market higher and higher and higher without profits. Just keep pushing the market higher. And who cares about the debt, that people are swimming in debt? As long as we keep the interest rates at zero. But the problem is our debt is accumulating in 19 years from 6 trillion, our national debt, to 26 trillion to 55 trillion altogether. So you can keep on printing money, bring interest rates down to zero, but as your debt keeps going up and your interest rates are at zero, you're done. You're done. You're out of ammo. We could make negative interest rates like Europe? How'd that work out for them? This is ridiculous.
We believe that the markets can grind higher here. A lot of it is based on technicals more than it is fundamentals, although we did see analysts start...
Oh, shut up. What she's saying is, we see it can grind higher. It can grind higher because it's not based on fundamentals. She's right. It's not based on profits anymore, which increases earnings, which increases the stock price. Instead, they'll print money, go and buy treasuries, drop the interest rates to zero, loan the money to the CEOs, because he doesn't have to worry about gross profit, doesn't worry about profits, because he doesn't have to worry about earnings anymore. He just takes that money and buys his own shares and his stock keep going up. And as long as the fake Business News Network could convince you the stock market was the economy, which it isn't, and they got caught in the biggest lie ever, and then nobody's reporting it. They keep telling us the stock market is the economy. No, the economy is earnings. The economy is economic growth. And since March, the stock market went up 50%, and the economy, earnings, went down, and economic growth went down 40%. They had a problem explaining that because they came out and they said, well, we got a problem. We got to send checks to everybody, $600 a week unemployment, on top of their $375 unemployment check. We got to send to small businesses a program called PPP to pay their payroll because the economy's bad. Well, wait a minute. In one hand, you're telling us the economy's bad, and you're going to need $2.4 trillion, which now they're going to bring everybody back from break, and now they're going to do another $3 trillion. Before you know it, we're going to be at $8 trillion. And who cares? Who cares that that's at $8 trillion? Who cares? Nobody cares about that anymore. As long as CEOs can keep buying their own shares and keep interest rates low, but at some point, interest rates at zero are not going to help you anymore. because your debt is too high. And that's what Warren Buffett's saying. When he got rid of his bank stocks, like I've been telling my members the same thing, the bank stocks have gotten crushed. And I said, they'll come back and they'll start buying these bank stocks. They'll start pushing these bank stocks. You watch. They have to. If they don't push these bank stocks, then everybody like Buffett's going to say, are you kidding? These bank stocks, it's over. If these bank stocks don't go up, they're not making profits. So you know what's been carrying the market? The FANG stocks. As long as everybody buys Facebook and Google and Amazon and Netflix and Microsoft and Apple, as long as they buy those stocks, which is 25% of the 500 stocks, as long as they buy those 5-6 stocks, that's the economy, they're saying. And they've been able to take those 5-6 stocks and keep driving those, and everybody's in those stocks. And the poor people are in those stocks. They have no clue when to get out. Please join my gang. So if you're in those stocks, not only will you get out in time, but you'll change your position so when the market goes down and the stocks collapse, you'll be making money on the way down. Stocks go down 10 times faster than they go up. Because on the way up, they're interrupted with profit taking. On the way down, it's sheer panic. So, the bottom line is this has been one big fake rally. And Trump said that when he was, remember, when he was running the first time around. But his boys and Larry Kudlow changed his mind and said, keep the debt and keep running the market. Join my gang free for 10 days. I'll help you.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.